Hello friends, welcome to my channel English with Chagunara. Friends, today we will discuss the wasteland. Its first part, the burial of the dead. Friends, this video is in English. If you have to listen the video in Hindi, then I have put the link of video in my description. You can watch the video in Hindi from that link. This video is in English. So start the burial of the dead. And April is the cruelest month. April is the most painful month for spiritualists in wasteland. Breeding lilacs out of the dead land. Out of the dead land, lilacs begin to spring, and lilac are mixing memory and desire. And these lilacs, they mix the memories of things gone and desire for things that are to be. String dull roots with the spring rain. Spring showers in April roused from wintry sleep, dull roots of trees, sharp texture. Winter kept us warm. And this regeneration of vegetation excites in spiritualists' memory of their glorious spiritual past. And these are also filled with a strong desire of spiritual rebirth, but they are disappointed because spiritual regeneration is not possible in the wasteland. They says winter kept us warm. We spiritualists enjoy warmth in winter, covering earth in forgetful snow, while the cold season covered the earth with snow, feeding a little life with dry tubers, feeding the little animal on underground dried roots during the winter season. Summer surprised us, the summer which came over them on strand bridges, coming over the strand bridges with a shower of rain. We stopped in the colonnade. Colonnade means a column of trees standing along the margin of Strangiri's lake. So here poet says that summer which come over them on Stranbridge surprised them with a shower of spring rain, and we stopped under the column of trees and went on in sunlight into the Hof Garden. Hof Garden is a public park, and drank coffee and talked for an hour. Then from here Tiresias is, as I discussed in my last video, that Tiresias is the protagonist of the poem. He asked to a young woman, these lines are in Russian, Bin Gad Ken Russian, Stem as Lithuanian, Ich Justek. He asked the young woman if she is a Russian, and the woman replies that she is not a Russian at all, but although her parents came from Lithuania, yet she is a real German. And then she tells, when we were children, that when they were children means that lady was a children staying at the Archduke's, my cousins, and when they were children and they stayed with their cousin, the Archduke, he took me out on a sledge, and Archduke took her out on a sledge, and I was frightened. And then on sledge that lady was frightened. He said, Mary. Archduke said to that lady, her name is Mary. Mary, hold on tight. He asked her to hold on tight, and went, and down we went, and asked on tight, and they went down the snow-covered slope in the mountains. There you feel free. In the mountain she felt free from all sort of regulation of life. I read much of night and go south in winter. Then that lady whose name is Mary, she told Tiresias that she read much in the night and went holding holiday in south. Next is where are the roots? This is very important paragraph of wasteland. What are the roots that clutch? Tiresias asked himself, what roots can hold firmly the materialistic life of man? Roots means foundation. What are the foundation that can hold firmly the materialistic life of man? It's a very metaphor. What branches grow out of this stony rubbish? What plants of cultural idea can grow out of this stony surface? Stony surface means the barren mind, because in human mind, in modern time, it is full of materialistic views. So Tiresias says, Son of man, you can't say or guess, for you know only a heap of broken images. So Tiresias addressed to that materialistic as son of man or son of Adam. You can't say, he says that materialistic can't say or imagine the spiritual world, because spiritual world because his knowledge of spiritual world is limited, as a result of which he sees only the broken images of Christ, soul, God, etc. Where the sun beats and that tree gives no shelter. This tree of materialism gives no shelter. This tree of materialism gives no comfortable shelter. The cricket, no relief, means the beauty of nature offer no relief, and dry stone, no sound of water. And in Christianity, water is symbol of sympathy, and Christ and Tiresias says the waves of human sympathy is not able to soften the stony heart of man. Only there is shadow under this red robe. The only shelter is the rock of Christianity, which is red with the blood of Christ. Then Tiresias asked materialistic to come under the shadow of Christianity. And I will show you something different from either your shadow at morning string behind you and your shadow at evening rising to meet you. I will show your fear in handful of dust. Then Tiresias says that this shadow of Christianity is different from the shadow of selfishness. The materialistic shadow is shadow of selfishness. The shadow of materialism or selfishness stays the man right from the morning to evening. Such a man will be able to see the cause of an anxiety and fear which haunt him today. So friends, this is half part of our first video on the burial of the dead. I hope you will enjoy this video. Next part of the burial of the dead will be covered in my next video. Thank you very much. Have a good day.